Hello and welcome to CKE 10,001's gaming channel. In this video, we'll be looking at my No Game No Life Kurumi Izuna Phil Green deck profile. This deck build runs 16 level 0s, 13 level 1s, 5 level 2s, 8 level 3s, and 8 Climax cards. So the first card we're going to take a look at is 1/2 of blank Shiro. It has one continuous effect. If your stock has 2 or less cards, this card gets plus 1500 power. So it's a 004k oversizer level 0. Just a nice beater card. And then I'm running 3 copies of Immense Curiosity Jabril. It has 2 effects. The first is continuous assist. All your characters in front of this card gets plus 500 power. The second is an auto effect. When a climax is placed in your climax area, you can choose one of your characters, and that character gets plus 1000 power until the end of turn. So this is a very crucial card to have in your back line because your level 1 combo, cool character Kurami, needs to reverse your opponent's character, so the power is useful. Then I'm running 2 copies of Knowledge Esteeming Race Jabril. It has 2 effects. The first is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, put the top 2 cards of your deck into your waiting room. If there's a climax reveal among those cards, you may put the top card of your opponent's deck into your opponent's waiting room. If you do, choose one card in your opponent's waiting room and put it on top of his or her deck. The second effect is when the card is placed on stage from your hand, you can discard a climax. If you do, choose a game character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. So it has a nice free mill ability and nice climax discard outlet if needed, since you're running gold bar. And then my next level 0 I'm running is 4 copies of Phil Nivelan. It has 2 effects. The first is when this card attacks, if you have 1 or less other characters, you may put the top card of your deck into your waiting room. If that card is a level 0 or lower character, put that character on any position of your backstage. And then the second is an auto effect. When this card becomes reversed, if the card's battle opponent is level 0 or lower, you may put the top card of your opponent's clock into his or her waiting room. If you do, put that character into your opponent's clock. So it's a clock bomber with a nice free plussing ability at level 0. So it's a good card. And then I'm running 3 copies of Innocent Izuna. It has 2 effects. The first is continuous. Your other character in the middle position of your center stage gets plus 500 power. And then the second is activate. Pay 1, rest 2 of your characters. Look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 game character from among them. Reveal it to your opponent. Put it into your hand and put the rest into your waiting room. So this is being used in place of a regular brainstormer. Instead of milling 4 cards, you look at 3, but it's essentially a guarantee because there's no event cards being ran in this deck. So high chance of getting a character to plus. Then I'm running 1 copy of the trial deck card, 1/2 of blank Sora. Its effect is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can pay 1, discard a card. If you do, search your deck for 1 game character, reveal it to your opponent, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Then I'm running 2 copies of Sudden Surprise Strike Shiro. It has 2 effects. The backup ability for 1500 and the other effect. When you use this card's backup, you may pay the cost, pay 1 stock, put 1 card from your hand in your clock. If you do, choose one of your opponent's characters with level higher than your opponent's level and put it at the bottom of his or her deck. So it's an early play Punisher backup at level 1. And then I'm running 4 copies of Eastern Federation Ambassador Izuna. It has 1 effect, auto accelerate. At the beginning of your climax phase, you can put the top card of your deck into your clock. If you do, this card gets 1000 plus 1000 power and the following ability until end of turn. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 game character from among them, reveal it to your opponent, put it in your hand, and put the rest into your waiting room. So it's a free +1 if you can reverse your opponent's character after using this accelerate ability. So it's a good way to maintain hand size that way. Attain card advantage. And then I'm running 3 copies of Ino Hatsuse. It has 3 abilities. The first is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can look up to 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck, put them on top of his or her deck in the original order. The second ability is auto. When you use accelerate, choose one of your characters, and that character gets the following ability until end of turn. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you can pay 1 stock. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 game card, reveal it to your opponent, put it in your hand, and then shuffle your deck. And then the third ability is activate rest this card. Choose one of your characters, and that character gets plus 1500 power until end of turn. So the second and third ability is very useful to power up your ambassador Izuna to get the free top 4 and the tutor. So it's a good side combo, I would say, that doesn't require a climax. And our level 1 climax combo plussing card is cool character Kurami. It has climax combo effect. When this card's battle point goes reverse, if the final piece is in your climax area, put up to one card from the top of your deck into your stock and reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is a level 1 or higher card, put it into your hand. So we're running this at 4 copies. And then the next card we're running is it's on a gold bar climax. And then the next card I'm running are the level 2s. I'm running 2 copies of Precious Presence Fill. It has 2 effects. The first is assist. All your characters in front of this card gets plus X power, X equal to that character's level times 500. And the second ability is auto climax combo. When the promise long ago is placed on your climax area, you can pay 1 stock. If you do, choose one of your opponent's characters and move it to another open position of his or her stage. This climax card that it combos with also combos with the level 3 card. So those two have a double combo. And then I'm running 1 copy of the Obsessing with Victory Izuna. When this card becomes reversed, if the level of this card's battle point is higher than your opponent's level, you may put the top card of your opponent's clock into his or her waiting room. If you do, you may put that character into your opponent's clock. So it's just an early play clock bomber. Then I'm running 2 backups. The Jibril backup. When you use this card's backup, if you have a game character, choose one of your characters in battle and it gets plus 1000 extra power. And then I'm running the Sora backup, Objection Sora. When you use this card's backup, you can pay 1, put 1 character from the stage into your waiting room. If you do, choose one of your opponent's level 2 or higher characters, and that character gets -1 soul until the end of turn. Then I'm running 4 copies of the early play Izuna. Unbelievably cute Izuna. It has 3 effects. The first is continuous. If you have 4 more game characters, this gets -1 level in your hand. Second effect is continuous. This card gets plus 500 power for each of your other game characters on the backstage. Third is healing 1 damage. And then I'm running 4 copies of the finisher for this deck, Kurami Zell. It has 2 effects. The first is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can search your deck for up to 1 game character, reveal its room, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. Second effect is when this card's battle point becomes reversed, if the promise long ago is in your climax area, you can put that character into your opponent's clock. So it's a clock kicker that's very consistent since the first ability can tutor the level 3 out. And then the climax card for the level 3 finisher combo, Promise. The Promise long ago is a climax that can give 2 of your green characters plus 3000 power and plus 1 soul until the end of turn. And then the level 1 climax combo climax card is the final piece, which is a gold bar climax. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, check encoredex.com and the link in the description below to see an overview.